was thinking the other day about this shirt I still have. It's so crazy. I bought that shirt it doesn't matter exactly how long. I had the shirt a long time, and it's Serge Ibaka. He plays. I don't know who he plays for now. I guess somebody else. He used to play for the Oklahoma City Thunder, and I went to Jamaica. And before I left, I didn't have much money. I had no money to go to Jamaica, but details. So I bought that Serge Ibaka shirt, and then I went to Jamaica by myself, and I stayed at this place up in Negril, and man, that place was cool. It had this underground cave. They didn't have it. They built the establishment upon it, but there was an underground cave, and all these bats were down there, and they'd just circle around. Sometimes during the day they'd be sleeping, but morning and night they'd circle around. It was kind of fun. But anyway, I met one of the bartenders there, and he was a pretty nice guy, I guess, and he invited me to go to this grave digging ceremony up in the mountains. So like an elder in the village, the mountain village, had died, and grave digging ceremony. I went the next night to the follow-up ceremony, which wasn't as interesting, but on this night, right? And so it was like me and him and his buddy. We drove over there in this. I didn't have a car in Jamaica, so, it's like that Ferris Bueller. He can make fun of Cameron's car, but he doesn't have a car. But it was a pretty shitty car, and we drove up there, and man, some of those houses up there in the mountains are crazy. They're all built on poles and stuff like that. And we get there to the grave digging ceremony, and it's a tiny village. A village, a town, whatever they want to call it, but it's not very many fucking people. I don't even know. I would say the village is less than 1,000 people, right? That's probably being generous. Look, I would hope in any situation XYZ, right? But I am definitely the only foreigner there. I am definitely the only white guy there out of, I don't even know, man, 500 people, something. A lot of people turned out. I don't know the backstory of the deceased, but he was either number one or everyone's bored. I don't, but a lot of people came out, and there was this giant DJ stage, and this guy was playing reggae house music, which I enjoy. I think that's kind of fun. But every minute and a half, there'd be this air horn Vuvuzela type noise coming out of it, and I can't find that anywhere. It's irritating. The sound is irritating. I remember that from the World Cup. I hated that fucking Vuvuzela, but I can't find anyone who plays that now. Might be my location. But anyway, it was fun. We went up there, I don't want to always talk about drugs, but marijuana in Jamaica, look, we've all, and so, we smoked a couple of joints up there and just kind of walked around and drank beer, and then on the way home, when it was all over, we get in the car, his friend's crappy car, and it won't, it starts, but there's no headlights, right? And so they had to jack around with that for 30 minutes or something, and I don't blame them. I don't know. If I knew what to do with headlights, I would have helped. I don't know. It's not my car. I don't know anything about that. Anyway, so we got them working and started going back down the road again. And then about halfway down, the lights went out again. So we fucking traveled down the half of this mountain. Not a mountain. It's not like the Rockies, but it's a mountain. And we get down to the bottom, and miraculously, inexplicably, when we get down to actually a flat surface, the lights start working again, and we stop into this gas station, right? Because the guy's crappy car is out of gas after the grave digging ceremony, and it was just so weird. We stopped. I don't know. I don't know if you guys ever heard that Swervedriver song, Rave Down, and he has that line about a 4 a.m. Hell Night gas station. I'm not sure if I'm quoting that exactly, but at this Shell station, right? And like we're drunk and we're high. We barely made it down the mountain alive. And the buddy pulls into this Shell station or whatever, and we're just like, it came out and away from the flammable zone to smoke a cigarette. And I don't know if they're land crabs. Land crabs is probably what anyone would call them, but they're giant crabs. And they're near the beach, so they come in. And so there's like, I mean, I don't even know. I mean, I don't want to exaggerate, but 30 land crabs are like walking around this gas station, and they're big. So, I mean, it's kind of intimidating. It'd be the equivalent of like 30 crusted wolverines were wandering around the gas station at 11 o'clock at night. No one's paying attention. I'm paying attention. I don't care. I don't think anyone's going to come up and bite me on the toe or, pinch me or whatever. But anyway, that was a weird night. But I hope that elder rests in peace. And I appreciate him letting me come to his ceremony.